may not be able to hear me very well right now. I I just wanted an opportunity to show off my curls. It doesn't look as good in person. I swear it looks better, but I'm just so happy because um, I'll put this on now so you can hear me talk. I I I always had straight hair, and I was put on Depakote back in my 30s, and it caused some of my hair to fall out. Not like in big bald clumps, but a lot of single strands of hair, and it grew back in really wavy. Uh, then I only grew it out to about here. After that, I had always had a short haircut. Um, really no longer than um, the earphones here, and so I decided I wanted to grow it out in order to be able to just like pop out of bed and brush my hair and put it in a ponytail and go about instead of having to blow dry it and style it and stuff. Um, so I started letting it grow out, and it was a kind of a horrible experience at first. It getting through those awkward stages, and now I just have these curls that I just adore. I love my curls. So I am changing my. If you've been following my videos for any length of time, you'll hold on. I have a moment. Um Gonna have to edit this out. I can't. Um, if you've been watching my videos for very long, I forgot what I was gonna say. And this is one of those things. Um, oh, okay. I got it. Sorry. Um, my little avatar picture hasn't changed in many, 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 many years. So I'm going to be changing it to like the one now. I'm like this because most of my life at the time was in turmoil and horrible, and life isn't that bad for me now. I mean, considering where I was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm going to change it to a picture of me smiling and with my curls. There's one thing I cannot change, and that is, at least not yet, are my teeth. And because I'm so self-conscious about them, I'm going to talk about them because they are part of my, it is my main source of poor body image and self-consciousness, and keeps me from doing things. And that is my teeth. I have that's not from decay or erosion. Actually, your teeth are kind of brown without the enamel. And I have been grinding my teeth It first started in my 20s, and um, I think I was on like Zoloft then. Um, the dentists believe it's medication related that I grind my teeth at night, and they say, well, you must be doing something during the day because I wear a night guard every night religiously. And I'm like, I'm not aware of anything happening, and um, but I have been paying closer attention, and um, I do catch myself at times tapping my teeth. People wouldn't even see it. And I believe it is a result of stimming with the autism. Uh, but it's very, very subtle. And doing that for who knows how long, possibly since childhood. So these teeth are shrinking, they're getting wore down, and they need to be crowned. So we're talking about side effects of medication a little bit here. The result of long-term stimming with teeth. These look nice, don't they? They're nice. They are all crowns. All of these, I have a couple that they just had to pull. I have mainly porcelain crowns, and I'm just going to tell you a story right here. It makes me want to punch one of my dentists in the face. He convinced me that when I got a crown in the back that I had to get porcelain because porcelain is tougher than the silver ones. He said I had to get porcelain because of my grinding. If I got a silver one, I would just grind through it. And I went along with it, and their porcelain's much more expensive. And I see my original dentist sold their practice to this guy, and he was just looking for money. And I changed dentists, and they told me that putting a porcelain crown back there was the worst thing because it is so hard. It's wearing down. Like some of my teeth are in cups like that, and I have to pick the food out, and then some of them, like these are cupped like this, and these are getting flat. They're flat. I'm waiting to get a crown. They did the root canal. I can't tell you how many root canals I've had. I don't even know how many crowns I have. I have more crowns than I have a full tooth. And when I go to the dentist, they wanted the infection, because there was infection, to be completely cleared up before they put the crown on. And when I go soon to get that crown on, it's in the back, so I'm like, I don't care if they're all silver back there. I have a small mouth, nobody can see back there. And I'm going to ask, is there anything I can do to at least lessen the discoloration happening? And I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, they all need to be crowned. That would be what? 5 or 6 root canals and crowns. I don't have dental insurance. So this one tooth that I'm taking care of, it was infected. I had $2,000 that I have to put on a credit card because I'm disabled. And I do work a little bit. I report it, so don't come for me. Um, but a little bit. It's been slow though, dog training. So I am self conscious of it, and I've been told to wear my night guard all the time, day and night, which I agree with, and it also hides this, but sometimes people can't understand what I'm saying. And so, um, I feel self conscious going to clients, and so I wear the guard to hide those teeth, even though I normally would have taken it out for that session or to eat, um, or make a video. So they made it. I had a. I'm going to stop talking about my teeth. You're not here to hear me talk about my teeth. I wanted to talk about, some of you may have noticed. If you want, you can look back at some videos from October, November, I think. I am so bad with when things happened. Okay, so I was in the hospital I was released on my birthday, so I know that. And I was there for lithium toxicity. And it had to do with a cumulative effect that the person who was taking care of me didn't deal with, and I had high results and didn't bother to do anything about it. And then I went and and then I had my primary doctor put me on a medication that makes your lithium level go higher, lisinopril for blood pressure. And my orthodontist, who had told me to take ibuprofen for my TMJ pain, which increases your lithium level. And I probably knew those things at one time, but I didn't. I did notice that my left hand tremor has a tremor. That's for sure. That's a diagnosis from a neurologist, movement specialist, for essential tremor that I have. But my right hand had always been pretty steady. And I started to notice it shaking. And I assumed it was the essential tremor because it progresses. And I was having trouble doing anything, making my brooms and stuff, because both my hands were tremoring. And that's when I look back, that's the first thing that stands out, that if I hadn't had essential tremor, I would have gone to the doctor because, oh my God, my hands are shaking. And so I was determined to stay on the lithium because I had been on so many, you name it, I've been there, and nothing worked like lithium. And I was just frantic and panicked. So they decreased the dose, and it had caused I had gotten dehydrated on top of it all. So anyway, my creatinine level was a little high, which is kidney health, and that was the really big concern. So I have been since then, so October 12th, on the lower dose of lithium, and I was really worried that things were just gonna get out of hand because it wasn't enough. they were going to go even lower, but he looked back at my records and noted that I had an increase in symptoms when they went lower. So, I how has it been on the lower dose? That's what I was going to talk about. Um, I wouldn't say that the number of episodes have increased, nor the severity, but there is one difference, is that before, I was aware when I was in a hypomanic or manic phase. I was aware of it. I could tell by how I felt and my behavior and stuff. So I would just, do my best to keep from getting on Amazon and buying stuff. And anyway, I've noticed that since it's been decreased, I am not aware. I'm aware of the depression that follows, and I can identify it. I'll be like, one day I'll just be like, oh, I'm really depressed, like physically, the bipolar depression, the heavy, nothing seems like fun, or the anhedonia, nothing is of interest, or just heavy, lethargic, slow thoughts. So I get to a day where that was starting, and then I was like, this is the depression. So look back, yep, sure enough, there was a hypomanic period just before, but I don't know until I'm out of it. So that has been the difference, which I don't like. But like I said, the severity and the length hasn't changed. Like, it's long before Lithium, I would have episodes that lasted months, a year. I was depressed for a full year, and that's when I gave in to ECT, which was a mistake. But for me, at least. So I'd gotten used to being able to function enough to work part-time, because stress is a big trigger for me. Sleep is my first trigger. I can't mess with that. But so we're only talking about, I've had maybe 3 of these since October. So that's like October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 8 months, about 3, where the hypomania was perhaps 1 to 2 weeks, and the depression for about 4 days average. That's not bad. And I've still been able to function throughout. And that's on the lower dose. I get my lithium level checked. I am with a different person in the same group, and I go to the doctor. It used to be telephone. And I don't know him really well yet. I like him so far, but I did mail him the bunch of pages that I got from my autism and attention deficit diagnosis. I mailed that so he would have it available to look at before our next appointment, which is in about a week. I think. And I'll be having, excuse me, lithium level just before I go. I'm praying for an okay level. The reason I'm a little hesitant is because um, I had a period where my right hand was shaking and my left was shaking more than usual, and hence my eyebrows. Don't trim your eyebrow area when you have tremors with a little razor, or you end up like this. But anyway, and I was nauseous, and those are signs. Um, I stepped up the water intake. I feel like I'm floating on the ocean. Um, but I have to be pretty much drinking a non caffeinated beverage um, all the time to keep up. I think my goal is like 2 liters. Um, so I'm hoping the nausea went away after about 4 days, and so did the shaking, and so I'm thinking maybe the increase in fluids uh, handled that. Um, so there's that. I did want to show you one thing. Um, I'll do it at the beginning of my next video. um, which might be a short. I'm trying to get used to uh, editing software. I used to be good at it, and something happened. I didn't have it for a while. It wasn't working with the laptop I had, and it um and it's a lot of work. um and I but I have editing software that it would what's hard is having the deficits that I have from the various issues, all the medication I'm on, and the bipolar, and everything, anxiety, low frustration level, and I need to take in information, needs to be situated in a very like certain pattern for me to be able to follow it. And when there's too much going on, little things you press for, you want to put text, you want to change the color of text, position of the text, where you want it to go on the video, and all of that is very, very, very overwhelming for me. And so it's just really stressful when I do use it. Sometimes more than others, but it's what I'm used to, and it's good. Um, it's just on my end, and I did find it as an app on my phone, so I did recently edit a shorter video using my phone. So, and I was able to do it even easier than on my laptop. So, I was really pleased with that. I got to cut out, the drinking of water and stuff. And anyway, I'm testing out TikTok, Instagram, where I just stay exclusively in YouTube. Um, I was thinking Instagram, but I've been dabbling in it, and I don't think I quite like it. I think YouTube is my home, but there are things on TikTok that I post that have nothing to do with mental health or anything like that. And anyway, I'm making an effort to edit videos, make them shorter, like have some longer ones and then short ones, and see how that goes. And I did anyway. I'm trying out some new things. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm looking towards the positive. So if you see things that I'm doing differently, or just know that I'm kind of testing things out, and making an effort. And so that is the end of this video, I think. I will talk to you next time. Bye.